There we go. There we freaking go. I figured it out.
Sorry.
Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon! And thank you for joining us once again, TheModenstersOfGaming. I'm Super KaijuK's, and with me here is TheKittenOfDoom.
Hi.
And also, the Necro Nick. As you can see by the wonderful artwork and the fact that I actually fixed the damn thing, we're talking superpowers today. My top 10 favorite superpowers. Now, these can be any number of things. Flight, regeneration, the ability to shoot sparklers from your fingers. Okay, not so much that last one, but you know what I mean. All these powers on this list, including the two honorable mentions, were those that I always thought growing up would be the coolest superpowers to have. What's the matter?
They're orange.
I'll take them.
Okay.
Sorry, we're talking about Starburst. So, without further ado, let's start off with the honorable mentions. These are the two that did not make it to the list for certain reasons. And I'll explain them in a few seconds. So, starting up with honorable mention number 1, Flight. Yes, the ability to fly is an awesome, badass ability. You can fly around the world, you can fly to work, you can fly anywhere, and you wouldn't have to deal with most of the humdrum of the world. But I'm pretty sure the SAA would have a problem with it.
I want to fly.
I just want to fly. Anyways, now, I just feel that this is one of the most common superpowers. Every hero and their grandmother has this power. For some strange reason. Even Wonder Woman eventually gained flight, even though she has the invisible... The invisible jet?
Yes.
I think it's a jet. Anyways.
Some kind of flying utility.
It's a flying vehicle without a bathroom, according to Family Guy. So as much as I like to give the smile, the wink, and the thumbs up to the Man of Steel here for having flight, I'm going to have to say sorry. Not exactly on my top 10, but close. And I'll explain why you were beaten out later on. Now, coming in as my second honorable mention, the ability to see into the future. Future shite. Yeah.
Well, are you shitting in the future?
Yeah, I can see myself shitting in the future. Future sight or precognition is the ability to see into the future. While this would be an amazing power and has been in a lot of different movies, the problem with future sight is that there's just no surprise anymore. I mean, as a superhero, yes, it would be great, but imagine if every day you woke up and you knew everything that was going to happen that day.
Well, in this case, Amanda might have benefited from that, seeing as Cody just pounced on her stomach.
Yeah, our dog just attacked her, but no, I think
Cats versus dogs.
I think the worst thing about future sight would be, what if you first saw your loved one dying? Then you're stuck with not only seeing it in the future, but seeing it in real life.
But you might be able to prevent it.
Unless it's unpreventable.
And remember, whatever you do...
But coming in
change.
at number... Yep.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, number 10. The ability to devour and digest anything. Yes, that is the Tasmanian devil there, folks. And with all his... and everything else, he is a prime example of the power. I have seen him eat nuclear bombs, regular bombs, tunnel through through volcanoes, while eating it all up with no ill effect to himself. Now I know they had a similar hero called Matter Eater Lad.
Yes.
I think that was his name. And they'll boot him, but I mean, face facts. Taz kind of puts that to shame with the ability to unhinge his jaw, basically, and swallow anything. We need to stop this bomb from going off. Give it to me. I'll chew it up and eat it.
And Taz is cute and cuddly.
Yeah, we'll go with that, too. And
Yeah.
he also has the inability to see anyone who cross-dresses, automatically thinking they're women.
Did you not see the cartoon series with Elmira, who always squishes him and says he's cute and cuddly?
That was Tiny Toon Adventures, and that wasn't Taz.
Oh, my bad.
At number 9, Mind Control. Something I really wish I could be doing right now. Mind Control has the ability to basically, well, that's what to say, control the mind. With this, you could do any number of things, from have someone fall in love with you, to creating an army of unstoppable enemies, to just making people fucking smarter. Jeez, if I had this power, I would wipe the United States and say, hey, everyone, we're all freaking human beings, love each other the way you should. I would get rid of all hate in the world. Doesn't matter your race, doesn't matter your religion, doesn't matter your beliefs. I could go through and just be like, you know what? You say you don't like this guy because he's a different color. Now you do.
We do have that ability. It's called social media.
No, social media is corrupt and controlled by the government, and causes them to change things in the government's favor.
Still a form of mind control.
Yeah, unless, of course, you're not part of social media, like me and Necro, who don't actually have any way of seeing social media.
Just saying.
Number 8, super speed. I always liked the idea of super speed everywhere but the bedroom. I hope the Flash isn't the Minuteman in the bedroom as well. But the ability to be able to cover large stretches of the ground in a few seconds at a blur always seemed like a cool ability. And whether it be in Dragon Ball Z where they're leaving after images, or Naruto with their speed, or as you can see, even the Flash with the ability to literally outrun death itself. Super speed has always fascinated me. How do they see where they're going? What happens if they trip? Is your arch nemesis a bag of marbles? I mean, if you're going at the speed of light and then trip over your own feet, you're rolling at the speed of light. Your body is hitting the ground at the speed of light. If you're able to withstand that, you are one of the most powerful beings to exist. The Flash is. He is so powerful, it is just unimaginable, and people keep looking down on him just because he's funny. By the way, Flash TV show, it's awesome. Go and check it out. Next up on our list, the Spider Sense. Ah, yes. Oh, Spider-Man, how I always enjoyed this power. Your sudden ability to know everything that's going on with or without your beholding, with or without your ability to actually see what it is. True, you do always have the flaw of not being able to see what's 2 feet in front of you for some reason, or being able to tell what it is exactly. But by the end of the series, he's able to dodge bullets, lightning, time itself.
I liked your other picture of Spider Sense.
That's okay. No, that folks, listen. Go to Google Images, type in Spider Sense. Look at the second one from the left if it's still there. It's pretty good. It's Mary Jane and it's Black Cat. It's basically trying to rape Spider-Man, and his spider sense is going off. He doesn't know what he's doing. Next up on the list, oh, excuse me. This is actually supposed to be superhuman intelligence. The guy you see here is, of course, Taskmaster. This is the version of him from Marvel 3. This guy has the ability to watch someone fight, and after only a few moments, he can learn everything about them. How to dodge them, how to move. He can pick up any firearm, any weapon, and after a few seconds, know how to use it. He can see, move, react, plan faster than anybody else. Now, the best part is it doesn't even show it outside. It all happens in his head. He can think at a much faster level. He can process information at a much quicker level. He can hear a footstep, and unlike, say, myself who hears a footstep, he can hear a footstep and instantaneously know the weight, size, and distance of the footstep behind him just because his brain works that much faster. It is bloody amazing, and it's bloody impossible, but something I really, really would like to have. Of course, I'd also like to have the next one, of course, for multiple reasons. Yep. Coming in at number 5, shape-shifting. Now, shape-shifting is an amazing ability. There's 2 types of shape-shifting in my opinion. They're the kind that happen with Beast Boy, where you're selectively only able to shape-shift into one type of creature. For instance, he can only shape-shift into animals, whereas a shapeshifter like Morph, on the other hand, who's not pictured here, can pretty much turn into whatever he wants to be. He could be a light post, he could be another person, a dog, a dove. This has multiple abilities. You're an ultimate spy. No one can tell who you are because your body perfectly matches the other. And, from a perverted side of the view, it would make bedroom shenanigans awesome. Hey, honey, who should I be tonight? Would you like Vin Diesel? Perhaps you would like Vince Ligotti. Who knows? Maybe you want another chick. Who knows? Who cares? Shapeshifting, you can be whatever you want to be. I always wondered, though, if she shapeshifts into a muscular character, does she gain the strength? Never knew about that one. Next up, one of my personal favorites, the ability to control metal.
Okay, just this quick side note. In technical, with the Wolverine, with the X-Men movies,
yeah,
she did transform into Wolverine and had his claws, so maybe in theory.
Yeah, but they weren't adamantium.
Okay.
They were just floppy things. Anyways, as I was saying before, the ability to control magnetism always intrigued me. Magneto could use it for all kinds of forms. He could even so much as pull iron from your blood.
Yep.
And every living creature has iron in their blood. This gives him such power. But it gives him such advantages defensively and offensively. He could go to a city that was destroyed and put back all the metal into places it was. Fix cars, but of course he could also rip metal bullets out of people's guns and beat them with the guns repeatedly with a smile on his face and a skip and a step. And not to mention, Magneto is one of the most powerful mutants to ever exist, so, kudos to him. Alright. Next up, cellular regeneration. Yes, number 3 is cellular regeneration. Now, don't mistake this for Wolverine or the Hulk's regenerative capabilities. Cellular regeneration is a whole nother level. This basically states as long as there's a living cell of the being left, they can regenerate and at an accelerated rate. Beings that have this power are beings like Cell that you can see here, and Doomsday, and for the most part even Deadpool. Characters who can just come back from the worst possible damage and just look at you and go, what was that? Please try again. You couldn't even come close to killing me. Now I know that Cell's a villain, but it is still a superpower, so as far as I'm considered, it works. It's what more is there to say? You can't get hurt by sickness, you don't age, disease has no effect on you. You're practically immortal. Oh, never mind, that's actually a bad thing. Ooh. At the number 2 spot, the ability that actually takes away flight. Teleportation. And I'm talking jumper-style teleportation, where you can teleport anywhere you've seen. If you've been there, you can be there again. I also like the caption here. But anyways, teleportation beats out flight for multiple reasons. For instance, Superman can fly around the world, yes, but I can teleport to any point on the world I can see. Even if it's just a picture. You show me the picture of the bad guy's inside lab and I can be there. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm just going to leave this bomb here and then I'm out again. Congratulations, let's see them come back from that. Not to mention teleportation would have awesome capabilities in a fight. No one could keep up with you. You could just teleport anywhere on the battlefield, strike from any angle. You can also save people's lives. Oh, that woman's falling out of the sky. Teleport, grab her, teleport back to the ground. I win. It just beats it out, but unfortunately, it is nowhere near as powerful as my number 1 superpower. And that number 1 superpower is cartoon physics. The Mask, Jim Carrey's Zero from Hero, one of his best movies. What's to say about the Mask? Nigh indestructible, able to pull off inhuman capabilities. Not to mention being an amazing dancer. Cartoon physics means that you cannot be hurt no matter how hard they try. You just bounce back. Not only that, but since you're in control of cartoon physics, you have actions such as being able to pull something out of your pocket that wasn't there originally, paint a hole in the wall and run through it and watch people smack into it, be crushed by a giant anvil and then pop out like an accordion and then a second later nothing happened to you. Yes, cartoon physics literally means you cannot be stopped. And there's nothing they can do to stop you. Except if they have some of the dip from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, apparently. That's the only thing that affects it too. Once again, of course, it has immortality and all that stuff. But as far as it goes, I'm going for the gold, I'm going for the Mask. Cartoon physics for the win. And that, folks, is my top 10 superpowers. Now leave a comment below saying how good my artwork was, of course. Please be as kind as possible. I got plenty of judgmental people in this room as it is.
Hey, it's better than the last one.
I tried harder this time. And hey, if you saw a superpower list you liked, or hey, tell me if you wanted one of the different ones, you know? Maybe you like superhuman flight. Maybe you think I should have picked superhuman strength. Whatever you want. But until next time, I'm KaijuK.
Kitten of Doom.
Necro Nick.
And I stand for truth, honor, and the way of Taco Bell. Until next time, folks. Peace out, everybody.